Alright guys, I'll be on the mic in just a bit and I'll explain this. I see I already got like 4 or 5 dislikes immediately. I guess someone read the title, said nope, we ain't gonna crash. I'm gonna show you why we are. And we're gonna cover this. I'll be on the mic just a bit. Let me fresh my coffee, water my plants. I'm gonna go through these charts one by one. I don't know. Anybody in here think my charts are bullshit? I tell you what was not bullshit was this tweet right here. Look. This tweet right here was, hold on. A lot of damn tweets. A lot of tweets. Right here, this was 17 hours ago. I said possible pattern we could be in. If you have access to my charts, access to my Twitter, this is what you get, guys. Right here. Right here. This was, hold on, I got some volume down on this computer. So right here, I said, look, 17 hours ago, this is a pattern we could be in. Look where price was right here, right? And look what happened. This was 9 hours ago. Bam, we hit this to the tick. Nobody knew we were going to hit this price and get rejected. Nobody but me and those that had access to my charts. Look, right here, hit it to the tick. What happened? Bam, down we came. Again, I'm giving you targets. I'm explaining why we're topped out. So, be back in a few. You moon boys might want to leave this channel. Son, I have told you we were going to drop plenty of times. We topped out, we dropped. Yes, we pushed higher, but we did come down. So you can listen, you don't have to listen, it's up to you. You can't follow me on Twitter. Look, my Twitter is private. My Twitter is a guide for my charts. So if you don't have access to my charts, you can't have access to my Twitter. If you want access to my Twitter, go to my website. It's opticalcrypto.com. Click on subscribe. $39 a month. Get access to Bitcoin charts. Here's all the Bitcoin charts right here. All of these charts right here. We're going to cover them. You also get access to the altcoin charts right here. THETA, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Stellar, Neo, Cardano, Chainlink, Tezos, BSV, Comp, VeChain, EOS, Polkadot, OMG, Wi-Fi, DeFi, Libra, and Binance Coin. And I got stocks as well. That is separate, but $39 a month can get access to just the Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, access to our Discord, and you get to follow me on Twitter. Yeah, they can hate all they want. It's all right. But again, guys, it doesn't matter if you hate on me or not. The point is, nobody knew we were in this pattern. Nobody could possibly know we were in this pattern because nobody had this damn chart right here. This chart showed, hey, this was the top. We got perfect rejection right here. Again, we came up and bam, hit this to the dollar, guys. To the dollar. To the dollar. A second time. Hit it to the dollar here, hit it to the dollar there. So it made sense we were in this pattern and we are coming down. Look, coming down right now. So your support's right here. Nobody knows where our support is, but you know, you in the stream, you know that where our support is. Your support's right here. All I'll make it big for you so you can see it right friggin' here. And I'm going to tell you why we're coming down. I'm going to explain it in detail, but I still got to make my coffee, guys. No, don't time him out, OptiArt. Let's let him look stupid. Alright guys, I'm just going to break this down. I'm going to show you why I think we're topped out, alright? And first we're going to start with this right here. This is the last video I put up. Not many people saw it, that's fine. Let's play this real quick. It's got some sound on it. I want to hear it too, got a nice soundtrack. So this is the A1 chart right here. Right here's the A1 chart. I put this out yesterday, April 1st. Just to show you this is the same damn chart. Hopefully you can hear it. A1 chart right here. So let me play this. Right here's watch the A1 chart. I put this out yesterday, April 1st. And watch where it ends. The same damn chart. audio? So check it out. We're moving along. Can you hear the audio? Check it out. Moving along. It's all the same chart. We've been playing this chart for months and months and months. It's all the same chart. We've been playing this chart for months and months and months. Get close to the end. Hold on. Well, we've been playing this chart for a while. Alright, you see this line right here? And this line right here? Look. Alright, so when I made this video right here, when I did this video, I said, look, this right here, this was our top, this was our bottom. So this is where price was into the video yesterday. Again, one more time, I want to explain this to you. This is just the pattern we're in. This does not mean we can't go higher or we can't go lower. I'm just showing you. I was able to predict the pattern from a chart that I already had created 17 hours ago. I said this is probably the pattern we're in because this was strong resistance. We only made contact with it one time. This wasn't enough for somebody to say, okay, this is the top. We never even made contact with this point. Nobody knows that this is the bottom, but because I already had the chart made, I know that this was strong resistance going back months and months and months, that this is the pattern we're in. If we push up, this is your resistance. So what happened? We pushed up and we got rejected to the dollar. So we knew the pattern that we were possibly in before anybody else did. And we came down. We came down from this point. So yes, this is the pattern that we're currently in right now. If we break above 60,261, yes, we can go higher. That is possible. We can just do something like this. Hold on, let me get rid of this mic thing. Let me get rid of this. You guys don't need these lower price targets. So we can just do something like this. Let's do a trend line. Let's go from here to here, and let's just come up from here, something like that. So if we push up, look, we're looking at 64,856. Maybe we can go higher than that. The next one I have above is 65,900. So let's just put a price label right there. So if we break to the upside, that's where we're probably headed. Somewhere around here, around 65,843. Okay, so this is the current pattern I think we're in. So we see either we break to the upside or we break to the downside. This chart right here, this is the pattern we're currently in. The highest we can go right here before topping out. And again, take note of this orange ring. This orange ring is very important. I tried to explain this. So if we push up, that does match this target. 65,800, 65,660. I don't think we're getting above this orange ring right here. I think that is the top before we start to drop. The RSI is topped out. Yes, I see over here the RSI. It was, it was topped out and went sideways. So if it does that, then obviously we broke to the upside. But I do think this is the top. If we push up, when I say we're topped out, some idiot made a comment on Twitter saying, hey, we were down at 51,000. You said we were topped out. He didn't watch the damn video. I didn't say we had to be topped out of that price. I just meant we're topped out, as in this right here is the top. The highest we go, 66,000 maybe. At this point, we come back down, we break down from this pattern. And the reason I say that, and I can play that part of that video if you like, that same video I just showed you. If I zoom out, guys, I'm telling you, that is a likely point to top out. I had this on the daily. This ring right here, this was resistance, 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 resistance. We pushed up to the next ring right here. Let me get rid of this. It was resistance. We rode down this ring and then we had a drop to this blue ring. We pushed back up, resistance, and then we pushed up to this one, got rejected. So this is the next ring above right here. This is the ring that we would top out and potentially come down. This is a rising wedge. I believe when we hit this orange ring, we're going to get rejected and come down and test this right here. it is an explanation. It respects the rings. That is the top. We are topped out right there. We can hit 66,660, then this bitch is coming down. Just you wait and doubt, and you will see. You will never stop crying. Guys, I'm telling you, I think we're topped out. Seriously. I'm not saying that we can't push up to 66,660. I'm saying that I don't even think we'll make it that high. I think that we'll push up. People expect to hit that point. We'll top out right here around 64,600, and then that is when we come down, if we're not already topped out, to come down and break this. And keep in mind, guys, the 20-week moving average, where is it? Right here. Right here's the 20-week. This is the 20-week moving average, just coming up like this. So if we drop, we're coming down to test that 20-week, and that's somewhere down here around 40K. Your short-term targets, look, your target right now to watch. Look, if we drop, you'll probably find support right here. This is your first downside target, 58,558. We push up, you can see your resistance. We hit to the tick right here. To the tick, to the dollar, to the dollar. 59,845, 60,099. So if we push up, look to get rejected at 60,193. If you come down, look, 58,519. This is the pattern we're currently in right now. And I'm telling you, this is the more macro pattern right here. And I do believe that this ring is going to do what this ring has done previously. You know what? I'll go back and play this for you. Let me find out where it's on this. Hold on. I want you to see this chart play all the way out. I think it'll put it in perspective a little bit. Right here. So you can watch this chart. This chart I'm showing you right now, I want you to see how accurate this chart's been. And I'll put on the music so you can hear it. Right now, I want you to see how accurate this chart's been. Alright, this is the same chart, guys. This goes way back. I'll play it out. Let you see how it played out. Bouncing off this ring. And check out this right here. This is the 300 weekly moving average right down here. Check out this right here. That's where we drop from 6K to 3K. That's where we drop from 6K to 3K. That's where we drop from 6K to 3K. Alright, just so you can hear me. Watch when we drop right down to the 300 weekly moving average. Right here. Alright, just so you can hear me. Watch when we drop right down to the 300 weekly moving average. Right here. Notice we dropped, we found perfect support on this blue ring, and this is also where the 300 weekly moving average is. If we have a major crash, if the stock market tanks, notice this is going to be the bottom, this red moving average right here. If we have a major crash, the stock market tanks, this is going to be the bottom. And notice how well we're respecting this red flip circle. Every time we hit it, we get rejected, we came down, we hit it, we got rejected, we tested the 20 week. So you can see how we're respecting this as resistance. What I'm saying is we're going to respect this as support soon. Okay, so you got to see how this played out. You notice this red ring right here. We were finding resistance underneath it. It was support, support. We pushed up, found support on this blue ring. This is the next orange ring above that we got topped out. So what I'm saying is, this is the top right here, this orange ring. This is where we're topped out to come down and test the 20-week. If the 20-week breaks, your next support is right here. So let's cover this. And keep in mind, I'm not saying that we're topped out as in we can't push up to 65,000. I'm just saying we are topped out. That's the highest we go. Right here. Just to make this very clear, guys. This is the current pattern we're in right now. This little yellow squiggly. This is the pattern we're in. We got topped out 2 times at this point. This is the bottom. This could be, I don't know, if this was more level, this could be a bullish pattern. It looks like a slight rising wedge. I don't know. I just know if we break up from 60,193, your next target above to watch is going to be around 64,620. I do believe this is the top. We're not going higher than this. At this point, we come down and test this 20-week moving average. If this 20-week moving average breaks, like I just showed you, we've been respecting the hell out of this red ring right here. Again, I'm just showing you what's in the charts, guys. And you just saw this whole damn thing play out from the beginning. Support, support, resistance, resistance. Hold on, let me get my little tool so I can move this. Support, support, crash, resistance. Resistance, 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 came down, resistance, resistance, came down, test the 20-week. In a healthy bull run, we always test the 20-week. Notice we came up, it was slight resistance, flip support, 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 we pushed up. So guys, that is what I'm telling you. This is the next orange ring above. This is the point we get rejected and we start coming down. And this will be our support. If the 20-week breaks, your support will be right here. And just to give you an idea, that target is going to be around potentially 39,000 to 41,000 depending on when you make contact. The 20-week, again, we'll have to see where that is. It depends on how fast we come down. But if we test the 20-week, that holds, we go much higher. But I think we're coming down to test the 20-week. 20-week breaks, we're coming down to test this ring right here. This chart, let's see, this chart nailed the top right here. Again, I have another chart that nailed the top right here, the B1 chart. And that's in that previous video I showed you. Look, right here. We didn't quite hit it here. We did hit it here, and we hit it here. 2 charts on there, that was the top right there. At least for the current pattern, 60,221. That would have been the top if it pushed up. We didn't quite make it. Yeah, I got ETH up here. But again, guys, I'm just telling you, and pay attention when we come up on a ring. That ring, if we push up, we will make contact in about, let's see here, in about 3 days and 9 hours. This ring, what has this ring done previously? We rode down that ring. It's very possible we cross this ring, and this is when we start coming down. This here, this is the chart that I was talking about. This is also a very important resistance level. We're slightly above it. We did get above it before. We got above this ring by 6%, almost 6%. So far, we're only above this by 4.49%. So I still think we are topped out to potentially start coming down. Let's see. And guys, do not forget, we have a gap down here, 54,345. I don't know if you're a gap believer or not, but if we come down and fill that gap, guys, you know, that's down here around 54,345. And look at dominance. Dominance is just coming down like crazy. It's dumping. Look at that. We broke this support right here. Your next support, you know, possibly, if we hold support here and dominance starts pushing back up, you know, you might want to go long on Bitcoin. If we break this support, you definitely want to be short. And guys, again, the dollar, it did come down from this. This was a pivot ring. That was in that video I showed you previously. Let me click on this. Hold on. Right here, this was a pivot ring. I said, watch it. We could cross it and get a pump or a dump. It ended up being a dump right here. But I think the dollar held support. This is the lowest point I think the dollar will go right here. So you might want to be long on Bitcoin if we continue down to this point. Once we make contact with the support, the dollar's going to push back up. You want to be short. Yeah, alts are pumping like crazy. You said Ethereum. Look, this is Ethereum. I had made a tweet. I said, look, we were at resistance right here. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. So I made a tweet. I said we were at resistance right here. We did come down a bit. I said this was resistance here. We did drop a total of, that was a 4% drop. Had you played that, had access to this chart, once you made contact here, you knew to short. We did push back up. You notice we're testing this trend line right here. So again, your top for Ethereum. Now keep this in mind. If we move sideways, if we test, again, I think the top for this this pattern we're in right now for Ethereum, $2,040. If we go sideways like this and make contact, I think we'll get rejected, come back down. Obviously, if we break above this trend line right here, then we'll be breaking out of that pattern. So if we push straight up and get above $2,040, we could break to the upside from this pattern. That'd be bullish for Ethereum. But if we continue sideways, make contact without breaking this trend line here as resistance, I think we're coming back down to test at least. Your next support for Ethereum is right here, $1,962. Your next support below that is right here, $1,136. Dow Jones not looking too good. I don't know. By the way, I did want to show you. Let me refresh this chart. Look at this right here, guys. I mean, anything is possible, but look at this MACD right here. Notice right here, you've got this, it started curling up, right? Came back down, it curled up. Notice how it's getting smaller and smaller. And this one's tiny. Look how tiny that is. So this could, again, this trend line right here, this is our resistance for the these moving averages on the MACD. So if we get above this, guys, if we get above this, hey, we could push up, test this point right here. But if we stay under, and this looks like it's about to cross, guys, looks like it's about to cross. If it does that, this thing is going to come crashing down. Yeah, I don't know. Can you have bearish divergence with these moving averages on the MACD, or is it just the RSI? You know, some people say that you have to use the RSI down here, not the MACD. But all I'm telling you is, if we stay below this, it's going to cross. We're going to come down. Otherwise, if we break above this, yeah, maybe we're going to test the top of this point. But I do think this is the top, guys. I'm going to make this very clear. To me, according to all of the charts, this is the top. If we push up, so some idiot doesn't come back and make a tweet or leave a comment, you said we were topped out. Yeah, okay, I'm saying that this is the absolute top right here. This is the top. 64,373. That is the point. This bitch is coming down. And by the way, I'm doing away with lifetime for a while. I am normally I'm taking off a little bit from the lifetime, guys. Normally it's $299 for lifetime access. You get access to my tutorials to learn how to create these charts. You get access to stocks. You get access to all the Bitcoins, precious metals, altcoin charts, Discord. Normally it's $299. If you contact me through this stream today only, it is $298. So if you want to take advantage of that, you know, contact me through the contact page of the website. You can save some money, but that's it. But no more lifetime for a while. Otherwise, just sign up through the website. It's $39 a month. Yeah, I'm a bear because I believe we're coming down. We're topped out, guys. This is it. Dominance is coming down. And let me show you one more chart, guys, just to make this very, very clear. Everybody seems to just totally forget about this for some reason. I don't know why. This is all that matters to me right here. All these moon boys, they don't want to talk about this. They just leave this on the back burner. They don't want to mention this because it's bearish as shit. Look, 2017, dollar dropped 14, almost 15%. Bitcoin pushed up, what, 2,500%. The dollar pushed up 11%. Bitcoin dropped 83%. The dollar was up here. It dropped a total of what, 13.2% or 13.20%. Bitcoin pushed up 1,774%. Look at the dollar, guys. The dollar is pushing up. If the dollar pushed up 10% and caused Bitcoin to crash 83%, what do you think is going to happen if the dollar pushes up 13%? This thing is going to come down. Everything I see on all my charts shows me that we are almost topped out for a drop, at least to the 20-week moving average. If the 20-week moving average holds, hey, that's great. That means we can continue to go higher. Maybe we hit 300,000 in December 2021. If we break that 20-week, guys, this thing is going to crash. No, I'm serious. If you contact me through the contact page of the website and you want to get lifetime, instead of paying $2.99, it'll only be $2.98. But that's only for today. If I do lifetime again, you'll have to pay the $2.99. It's not a joke. You'll actually save money. It's up to you if you want to take advantage of it. If you don't, no big deal. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm just trying to show you why I believe that's the case. This ring is a very, very important ring. We have been respecting this fib circle going way back for years now. This ring right here. So again, I believe this is the top. This is the pattern we're in. You either come down, we test this point right here. This is at 54, well, let me say 55,000. That breaks. We come down, we test the 20-week moving average. If that breaks, we test this point right here. Well, thank you, Zach. I think it's a good deal. I mean, you get lifetime access to everything. Stocks, tutorials, all the charts, lifetime access to Discord, Twitter. But guys, I'm excited. I'm ready for the drop. I'm ready to buy cheaper. Look at the dollar pushing up, guys. Don't forget about the dollar. The dollar is pushing back up. It came down a bit, but I expect the dollar to continue to push up. Dominance, I mean, look at this. Dominance had way too many Arby's beef and cheddars, and it is totally dumping right now. Just keeps coming down lower and lower and lower. Which is the graph you were showing just on your chart list? What are you talking about? I need more information. Which is this graph you were showing us on your chart list? So your target above, watch, write this down. If you get above 60,160, that is your resistance right here. 2 points. If you get above 60,160, your next target above is right here. I have it marked off for you right here, 64,528. If we get above that, guys, I'm wrong. We're off to the moon. But if we cannot get above that point, guys, I think we're coming down. Hey, I love them too. I just don't like what happens after the next day. All right, well, let's see what happens. Anyways, I told you I think we're topped out. We're coming down. I could be wrong. Hey, it's possible. But I just know that everything to me is pointing that we're topped out. Dominance is taking a dump. The DXY is going to push back up above. Again, your resistance you need to watch on Bitcoin dominance is right here. If you have access to stocks, you can get these charts. Again, if dominance gets above 93.27, we're going straight up with the dollar, which means Bitcoin is coming down. What was the moving average number again? You want to see where the 20-week is? I think a great chart for that is the peak of the bull run chart. Let me load that up. So here you go. Let me show you. So this is where the 20-week will be. And this, if you look at this chart, guys, this right here. Thank you, Amen. Appreciate that. This right here, this line is our next strongest support on the peak of the bull run chart. This chart has been dead on accurate for our pumps. This is where I called the top. Remember I called the top back here? People said, you didn't call the top. We're up at $60,000. Yeah, it's true, but we did drop a total of 30%. So actually, if you sold right here, you could have bought back 30% cheaper. Now I'm telling you, this is another top right here. This is a top. This is the point we come down from this point. I was correct back here. We pushed higher. Hey, maybe we top out, we come down, we test the 20-week, we go higher. That is bullish. That is very possible. I'm telling you, this is the point we're coming down to test the 20-week moving average. And you were asking where that might be. Well, if this just creeps up like this, and this is very strong support, that means that our support for the 20-week is going to be right here around potentially $40,500. And what I'm telling you is you've got targets below. Your next strongest support on this chart is around 27,896. But this chart is the one I'm going by right here. If we break that 20-week moving average, this is your next strongest support. Let me get rid of this. This is your next strongest support. I just showed you why this is the case. If we break that 20-week right here, where's the 20-week? This is the 20-week moving average. If we break this 20-week right here, which that has happened in the past. We have come down and we have broken the 20-week. This is your next support. So guys, right here, 35,000, 37,000. We have a huge ass gap around 38,000. But that's all I want to tell you guys is that we're topped out. You want to access these charts, you go to the website, it's opticalcrypto.com. Link can be pinned to the first comment, links in the description. You get access to all the Bitcoin charts, precious metals, stocks, tutorials, teach how to do these charts. But guys, that's all I want to tell you is that we're topped out. This is the current, well, this explains it right here. I mean, if you can't understand this, stop eating the paint chips. But I do believe we're coming down to test 20 week. There's no more upside, but we can go to 64,373. Maybe we test 66,000, somewhere around there. But that's it, guys. That's as high as we're going. There is no moon. That is the top. We're coming down to test the 20 week. If that breaks, I got all your targets mapped out on the way down. And again, it's not just that. It is because this is a very important ring right here. A very, very important ring. Not only this chart is an important ring. This orange ring is going to be very strong resistance. I know that for a fact. The peak of the bull run chart, I know that this white ring, this little inconspicuous, this ring right here doesn't look a big deal. This ring right here, both of these rings are going to be very strong resistance. So again, I believe we're coming down to test the 20 week right here. If that breaks, the next target, the next chart to load up is this Bitstamp daily moving averages 300, 200, 100. This is your next support right here. If that breaks, this is your next support. All right, well, we're going to find out soon enough. Again, this is all you need to pay attention to right here. And this is a pattern that I gave you guys before nobody even knew we were in this pattern. If you're just tuning in again, just to show you guys, just to make sure that you understand what I'm saying, this is why people use these charts. This is how these charts help you make money. This was 17 hours ago. This is where we were. I said, this looks like the pattern we're in. Look right here. Possible pattern we could be in. So if we pushed up, where would you top out? Right here. If you drop, it would be right here. Again, right here. We pushed up, hit this to the damn dollar right here. And then we started coming down. So you know what pattern you can be in way before anybody else. You know when too short. You know when too long. You know that if you get above 60,000, you know right now that if you get above 60,150, then we are headed up to, I got too many charts now. That means we are headed up to right here. If we break up from, let me put these together. So if we break above, so pay attention to this, okay? If we break above 60,170, around that area, we push above 60,170, the next target to watch is going to be right here between 64,630. Maybe it pushes up to 66,000. At that point, this is when the house of cards starts falling, starts crashing down. Just letting you know. And then if we do come down and we break right here, if we break this support right here, so already this FIB channel line has been here for months and months and months. If we break below 58,632, then we are coming down to test the bottom of this right here. Right here, 53,800. That's the same as on that chart. We break that, we're coming down to test the 20-week. So guys, I am bearish. I believe we're coming down. That being said, if we test the 20-week right here and it holds, you do not want to miss this point to buy in, because if we continue back up, that means we're still in a bull run. But again, guys, if you want to access these charts, it's up to you. They've been accurate, and if you want to follow me on Twitter to be kept up to date, you know, just access the charts and email me for the invite link. But that's it, guys. We're gonna crash. It's coming